안녕하세요, 에듀형의 사이먼입니다. 다양한 영상을 통해서 호주 조기유학 관련 정보를 제공을 해드리고 있는데요. 오늘 준비한 내용은 사립학교 스쿨투어입니다. 브리즈번 호스온 지역에 위치하고 있는 여자 사립학교 로드힐 칼리지의 스쿨투어 내용을 한번 준비를 해봤습니다. 학교 헤드 오브 인터내셔널인 빌과 함께 학교 관련된 내용을 좀 듣고 왔는데요. 사실 제가 영상을 준비를 하기 전에 검색을 좀 해봤어요. 이 학교가 한국 학부모님들에게 얼마나 알려져 있는가 거의 찾기가 힘들더라고요. 로드힐 칼리지 같은 경우는 국제 학생을 실질적으로 받기 시작한 지가 얼마 되진 않았어요. 그래서 한국 학부모님들에게는 소개가 좀 덜 되지 않았나 싶습니다. 내년이면 이 학교가 개교 110주년입니다. 상당히 유서깊은 학교라고 볼 수가 있고요. 한국 학부모님들이 이런 학교도 있다라는 부분을 좀 알아두시면 어떨까 해서 다녀왔습니다. 먼저 말씀드린 대로 이 학교는 여학교입니다. 남학생들은 당연히 등록이 불가능하고요. 5학년 프로그램부터 이어 12 한국식으로 고등학교 3학년까지 프로그램을 가지고 있습니다. 브리즈번 호스온이라는 상당히 소위 말해 부촌이죠. 브리즈번 리버를 끼고 이렇게 학교가 있습니다. 그래서 브리즈번에서 유일하게 브리즈번 리버에 다이렉트로 액세스할 수 있는, 그러니까 수상 스포츠라든지 이런 부분들에 있어서 바로 학교에서 내려가 가지고 카약이라든지 이런 스포츠를 할 수 있는 수업이 있는 그런 학교라고 보시면 될 것 같아요. 그리고 이제 역사가 110년이다 보니까 시설이나 이런 게 조금 걱정이 된다 생각들을 하실 수가 있는데요. 최근 레노베이션이 이제 작년에 다 끝나가지고 상당히 시설 또한 최신식이라고 볼 수 있습니다. 하다못해 화장실을 가봤는데 너무 깔끔해서 깜짝 놀랐습니다. 그리고 이 학교가 국제 학생을 받기 시작한 지가 얼마 되지 않았기 때문에 당연히 국제 학생들의 퍼센테이지가 거의 없다라고 보시면 돼요. 이 학교가 5학년부터 12학년까지 프로그램을 가지고 있고 총 등록 학생 수가 1250명 정도라고 합니다. 현재 지금 국제 학생 숫자를 제가 파악을 했는데 이어 12, 12학년에 8명의 졸업 예정자가 있고 나머지 8명에서 10명 정도 국제 학생들이 있다고 합니다. 중국, 베트남, 대만, 홍콩, 일본 등에서 온 학생들로 현재까지는 한국 학생은 없고 내년에는 독일이라든지 등록 예정이 되어 있는 학생들이 좀 있다라고 해요. 만약에 호주 학생들과 잘 많이 어울려 가지고 이렇게 공부를 시키고 싶다, 그런 교육 환경을 제공해 주고 싶다 라고 한다면은 이 학교가 좋은 선택이 될 수 있지 않을까 싶습니다. 그럼 이제 제가 직접 방문해서 촬영한 영상을 가지고 한번 얘기를 계속 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
Yep, so we have this is the loading zone out the front here, so parents can do drop off here, and also there's a student pickup drop off down there, and this is also where one of the school bus stops is. The other bus stop is just there, so very, very busy in the afternoons. So, and then this is the main reception area here. So when people come and visit the college, main reception area in here. You can go through here.
And you said the student need to sign the...
Yep, they need to do the sign in here.
Every visitor needs
Yep.
to sign.
If we come out here. So they're just finishing the construction. So this is our new junior school building. So from this year, Lourdes Hill College introduces year 5 and year 6. All of our students in 5th grade and 6th grade are based in this building for most of their classes, and then they go up for music lessons and other things like that. So we have 4 classes of 5th grade and 3 classes of 6th grade at the moment, and from next year we'll have 4 classes of each. And it gives families an opportunity to start their time at Lourdes Hill College a little earlier than year 7. They actually built the playground, and I don't know, they made a mistake or something. It was actually too low, so they've had to come in and refix and make everything higher. It'll be a nice area. So this is one of our this is one of our sports facilities. So this is what we call this Stella Court, and it has 2 full-size basketball courts, also used for netball, volleyball, badminton, indoor soccer, a variety of different sports, and it's covered so they can use it in all weather. We won't go all the way down the stairs, but if we go down the stairs, we go into our boat shed and our water sports area. So we are the only college in Brisbane, or the only school in Brisbane, that you can walk straight to the boat shed. The other schools, you usually have to take a bus or walk a block or two, and we're lucky enough to be literally on the river with our boat shed. So because we're on the river, we're about 10 minutes walk to the Hawthorn Ferry, which takes about 20 minutes into the city. And we're about 6 kilometres from the city centre. So that's the city centre and the Story Bridge over there. Around October, September, the New Farm Park, all the jacaranda trees come out and it goes completely purple, which is our school colour actually. So what we do here at Lourdes Hill College differently is particularly girls. So we teach girls. We're a girls' school. Next year we'll be 110 years old of educating young women and educating girls. So one of the things that Lourdes Hill College has that I don't think any other school in Brisbane has is a wellbeing program that's mapped from the 5th grade of elementary school all the way up to the 12th grade at the end of high school. So each year students are doing topics that are related to where they are and their age. So for example, when our students are in the 7th grade, it's all about friendships. How do you be a good friend? How do you have a healthy friendship? How do you support your friends without doing everything for your friends? Because, you know, you're 12 years old, you can't do everything. When we get to 8th grade, it's about your relationship with your family, because usually 8th grade is when we start to, maybe have arguments with our parents. When we get into 9th grade, it's about recognizing our own emotions and how we manage our emotions so they don't manage us. And as we go into 10th grade, 11th grade and 12th grade, we start to look at how we have our own values, what kind of a person we want to be in the future, and how we keep those values and protect those things that are important to us. And so that's something which students do in lessons every week. We call it the Stellar Wellbeing Program. And every term, each year level has, for example, a spirituality day or a well-being day. There's also camps and leadership events as well that they go to. So one of the things that we do is not just look after our academic performance and our book learning, is really make sure that once we leave school, we're not just smart, but we're also a full human being and we're capable of working in the society and contributing to the society. One of the things that our families came up with when we were asking them, like, what did you like about Lourdes Hill College? I have 3 daughters who all went to the college. One of them's very sporty. So she found all these great sports activities she could do, and she did really, really well. But we had another daughter who really was more of a study type person, very academic. And she found that she could do what she wanted to do. And then we have another daughter who is not really sporty, but she's really more creative. She's into like arts and music. 3 very different daughters from the same family, but all of them were able to find a place here. Okay, so this is actually part of our new building. So this building is called Sasebo. We have 3 levels of classrooms, and this can actually be opened up into one entire building. We moved into this half of the building on Wednesday, so it's literally brand new. This year level there's year 9 students in here. This building is used for humanities subjects, so history, geography, study of religion, and also some English classes as well. This is yet one of our regular humanities classrooms here in our brand new building that opened this year. So this particular building, we can actually open up 3 classrooms. So these move, and we can have whole year levels and houses in here as well. Every student has a locker, yeah. A student's typical day, students arrive at about 8:15. They come to their locker. One of the first things that they do is they put their phone in their locker. So our rule is phones away all day. So students don't have phones. It's wonderful because they have to talk to each other. They have to engage with each other. Then what they'll do is they'll go to home group. We have a PE class in here. So this is actually one of our kind of themes, is the space to be yourself. It's a big theme in our college because this is about giving students the opportunity to find what they are good at and then do that. We have 8 houses in the college. So these are the 8 different houses that students belong to from 5th grade through to 12th grade. Each house is named after a woman from the history of the college. So for example, Beck and Cullen are named for past principals and teachers. So we'll come up this way and I'll just go up the elevator and we'll come to the library. So our library had a renovation a few years ago. We have different classroom spaces in our library. So it gets used for different subjects. So we have a classroom space there. Ground floor here, this is all of our research section. So all the books down here, this is all the non-fiction and research books. And then up here, so the second floor is the fiction area. So this is our junior school area. So this area is especially for the year 5 and 6 students. And here is our fiction section as well. This is every tour you have to come to this spot and show off this spot here. So again, I often have people say, "Oh, this is so beautiful." It's like, well, this was not a nice place 110 years ago, but we've been here for a long time, so the world has changed around us. But in terms of access to the college, like I said, we're about 6 kilometres from Brisbane City. So we have families that come to us from the other side of the river. We have families that come to us from all around the southeastern suburbs. And we also have some families that come over from the north side as well. Most of our families that do come here, they live around this area, out to Cannon Hill and to Coorparoo and Carina and those areas. But we have families that live a bit further out. So our program for our international students here at Lourdes Hill College is a smaller program. Our aim is to have a smaller program for international students, but it means that our international students, they have to connect with the Australian students. So it means that in terms of their language and their culture development, they really integrate with the Australian students. But it also means that because there's a smaller number of students, we know every one of our students, so we can work to support each of those students the best. And we have a maximum, like we're set up for registration for a maximum of 40 students from 5th grade to 12th grade. My job is Head of International Education, so that's all I do, is look after international students. If a family chooses to enrol with Lourdes Hill College, they'll talk to me at the enrolment stage and I'll work with the family and their agent. Then when the student arrives, I do the orientation. I take them around and introduce them to their house leaders. And then I work with all of our regular college support, home group teacher, house leaders, college counsellors, academic leaders to support that student and their family. So it also means that if families have a query or have a concern, when they send an email, it comes to me. When they make a phone call, it comes to me. So I'm that key point to make sure that everything is smooth for that family and that student. We call this the Wall of Stars. So this is actually families and past students. For example, here's their daughters, their granddaughters, wow. They all went. So we're a college that has like a history of families that come here. So one of the questions that I often get asked, because we're going to go have a look at the chapel now, so we do often get asked, no, you're a Catholic school, do I have to be Catholic to attend Lourdes Hill College? And the answer is no, you don't. What we do ask is that you support the values of our college. So for example, in our home group every morning, we rotate through, we'll say prayer to start the day, but at the end of every day, we all say the college prayer. Okay? So you don't have to be Catholic, you don't even have to be Christian to attend Lourdes Hill College. Just around here is our theatre. So having a religion class in here at the moment. This is actually half of the theatre, so the back of that wall actually opens up and doubles the space. So this is one of our keyboard labs. So all of our students do music. They all do rotations of music. They do rotations of visual art, dance and drama. All of our students in 5th and 6th grade learn a musical instrument. So they're all in a band or an ensemble, and they all do either a wind instrument or brass instrument or a string instrument. So we'll just go through the Dewey Call, but that's basically, that's the college.
자, 이렇게 학교 영상과 그리고 학교의 헤드 오브 인터내셔널인 빌 담당자의 여러 코멘트를 들어봤는데요. 로드힐 칼리지에 대해서 궁금하신 게 더 있으신 분들 같은 경우는 저희가 5월 17일 날 진행하는 호주 대사관 주최 호주 유학 박람회에 저와 함께 헤드 오브 인터내셔널인 빌 담당자도 참석을 하기 때문에 해당 부스에 오셔서 더 많은 얘기 들어보실 수 있을 것 같고요. 영상 하단에 보시면 5월 16일 날 있는 1대1 예약 상담을 통해서도 관련된 내용들을 많이 나눠볼 수가 있기 때문에 관심 있으신 분들은 신청을 해주시거나 17일 날 박람회에 와주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 오늘 영상은 여기까지입니다. 감사합니다.